we've got a great one on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He finds an opening past the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mariota's throw caught by Brown. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do, and we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
Mariota now from the 50. Pressure, he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Let's go, baby.
On the double.
Right there in the middle, 55. You better be afraid of me.
Greystone travel.
Be afraid of me. Check 31, check 31.
On first down, Curley. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. The numbers for Thomas from last week's effort. 4 catches, 59 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Yeah, they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check 9, check 9. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Opposite.
Kill, kill, kill. 25, check 25.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Now a give right side. It's Ellis. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, it's Coleman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They come out here in the eye.
Alert, alert.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Out come the Titans now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mariota. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Design run for their wideout. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Mariota now to throw on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's Mariota. This is Coleman with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They go play action. Mariota. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield.
Davis fighting. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Curley gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going quickly here to Thomas. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck. Shoot.
From the gun, Curley. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Curley, he gets it to Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Let's go. Check. Crunch. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. On second down, Linder. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On third down, Curley.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much. And
now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. It's Ellis, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ellis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that's incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mariota on the screen. This is Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ellis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them can...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down now, it's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Completes it to Coleman. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They'll get this out wide to Taylor. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's got daylight, the 30. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1 yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be intense. You are going to get jumped on for not making it all the way to the end zone.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Look at me. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Linder. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Spins past him. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Mariota. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On first down, Linder, and nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second down, it's Ellis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Curley. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 11. From the gun, Mariota. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side. Ellis looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Coleman, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the 31, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Mariota's throw caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again. Mariota looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they take a knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for New Orleans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they